interesting when Chief Fox mentioned starting the program of being at Chambers. That's the elementary school I went to. So it was kind of reminiscent and it made me smile. But I went to Chambers Elementary, Kirk and Shaw, so I just remember all these stages that you're going through. And I just want to commend you so far on being involved in positive programs, because those are the things that are going to keep you out of trouble and it's going to keep you out of the courtroom. Now, of course, I don't mind you visiting just to see what happens in a courtroom, but I don't want to see you there with charges or they're getting in trouble. And more, we're seeing a lot of young people with cases and getting charged downtown. So do your best to avoid that. So what I want to do is leave you with just a few points on how you can now use what you've learned being with D.A.R.E to be great. Because all of us in this room, the parents, the teachers, Ms. Corley, we all expect you to be great, because you can be great. So if we take the word great and we break it apart, the first letter is G. So for G, I want you to set your goals. Even now, set goals on what you want to do, what you want to do when you get out of school, what you want to do next year in school. Because when you set goals, it'll kind of be your compass. It'll be that thing way off in the distance that you keep looking at. So when you're faced with a decision, when you're faced with, should I go hang with these people, should I go and steal, or should I cut class, if you remember your goal, it will guide you on doing the right thing. So the first part of being great for you is to set goals. The second one is the R, role models. It's important that you choose good role models while you're in school. And what I mean by that, not only the adults that you look up to, but also the people that you're hanging around with. It's important that you're hanging around with people who are going to elevate you and people who have the same goals in mind. If you're hanging with young men and women who don't value going to school and want to cut class, eventually you may end up doing that. So in order to be great, you have to make sure you stop it right off the bat and hang with people who are good role models. Just being involved with the D.A.R.E program, I encourage you to stay in touch with your friends who are in this program, because at least you have something very positive in common. So make sure you're choosing good role models. The E in great is emotions. And that may seem like a word that a lot of young people don't think about, but when you get in trouble, it's usually involving your emotions. Chief Spots talked about women and young ladies fighting now, and the question was, what are they fighting for? And if you get to the bottom of it, it's normally something dealing with some type of emotion. She didn't like me, or I like him, or something silly like that. So if we want to be great, we have to understand that we have to get our emotions under control. Let me give you an example. When you're in class and you don't like something that the teacher is saying, when you get an attitude and you stomp back to your desk, or you twitch your hair or something like that, that's not controlling your emotion. And those are the things that when you get older will get you in trouble. You'd be surprised how many people in court I see on a daily basis who I was really prepared to give a break to until they did something and let their emotions go, said the wrong thing or did the wrong thing. So make sure, in order to be great, remember you're going to set goals, have role models, and control your emotions. The A is attitude. It's very important that at this stage you develop a good attitude. Your attitude will take you to great heights. And what I mean by that is when you come up to the officers in the D.A.R.E program, or any of the officers in our city, if you come up to the people in the court, your teachers and administrators in school, and you have a good attitude, those adults are going to be willing to do anything they can to help you. Why is that? Because so often we face people who have horrible attitudes. So when you just smile, or you're just positive, and you say hello or thank you, that's going to take you very far. So part of being great is having a good attitude. And then the last thing I want to tell you, just because you're young and you're developing, make sure you always choose to tell the truth. I had a young lady in court just the other day, and we went around about over and over again, and I told her that if you just take responsibility and tell the truth as to what you did, you're probably going to get a better break than you would if you just take a gamble with continuing to be dishonest. So in order to be great, remember, you're going to set your goals, you're going to be careful about your role models, you're going to be careful and mindful of your emotions, have a good attitude, and always tell the truth. But right now, I do still want to congratulate you on the steps you're taking so far, because you are absolutely on the road to greatness. Congratulations.